Guys, I might have to go poke my one contact. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm so sorry. I just remembered when my mother got home, she had a question for me that I couldn't figure out what she was asking. So give me like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna go find out what's going on. Um, we'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Dinner. It was about dinner. Remember I mentioned I used tape to try to get this to sit proper? Yeah. Maybe that was a mistake. Or should I say mistake? Oh. Guys, it's still me, Sable. I just got the glasses. Oh, sorry, I'm stickering myself because I was just thinking, I was just thinking about the concept of sellout builds, but I was specifically thinking about it in the context of, like, wearing the, glasses and hat. And it made me laugh. Yeah, I can spend 100,000 blood points in a minute. Oh, Fabled, so people who, do, like, builds for subs, I know a lot of times call them sellout builds. That's all. As do I want my chocolate lava cake, because they have, where we're ordering from, they have a really good chocolate lava cake, but it's like a flourless chocolate cake. It is so good. I love flourless chocolate cakes. Oh, Oh, here, I can ready it. How do I have so many BP? Honestly, Drew, one of the reasons is I just sometimes forget to spend it between matches. But it also helps that, like, I find it depends on how quickly I'm getting matches. If I get matches really quick, then I end up just building them up a lot more. Well, no, it's not even that clutch. I just don't even mean to not spend them. Because if matches take a while to get, I wind up going through my supply and getting down to 0. But during events, it's a lot easier to maintain the amount versus how quickly I can spend them. Hello, Sent One. Happy Friday. How you doing? Ow. Hello, Owl. Enjoy your lurk. Guys, he's got home field advantage. This isn't fair. Unlucky. Ironically, if I'd got my boom down, I've had a much better time of it. Thank you, Fung. Yeah. Well, actually, Drew, it's funny, because I found that I generally find much... Excuse me, let me restart my sentence. I have much better blood point generation on Killer than I do Survivor, generally. I find that I go through... Sorry. Oops. I don't know what happened there. I got confused by myself. Yeah, I find that my blood point generation historically was better on Killer. A lot of the times, though, it does depend on the queues, since Killer queues sometimes tend to take longer, but it all depends. I also find that I tend to get more let's put it this way. Survive with friends, specifically, I would say is the best blood point generation, because you can bully your Survive with friends into bringing party streamers. Alright, Oh, and so, Fable, what Clutch means by that is since you can't go over 2 million, you want to make sure that you have, like, wiggle room when you're at, like, 1.8 million to get because if you're at, like, 101.9 million, if you get over 100,000 blood points, you won't, get all your blood points because you'll hit the 2 million cap. Need to spend more BP on killer because you need add-ons. See, Groove, I disagree because at the end of the day, like, you basically have the same blood webs as killers versus survivors. Like you still are getting the brown add-ons as killer and survivor. If anything, survivor just has more junk, I find. Whereas killer, you're only getting your add-on, so you can make sure that you're getting what you want more often. But I also haven't played too much killer. Actually, no, I do still a pretty decent bit of blood web leveling. Even because my first, like, I used to only play killer. But obviously that was a couple years ago, so things have changed. What? Excuse me, is that new? Is that an add-on or is that, what is that? Since when does that happen? Since when does they hitting you not cancel the guard? Hello? Is that an, like, actually, is that an add-on or is that a bug? Very Bethesda game. Bug or feature? Let's find out. What do you, I mean, is that high MMR you need to sweat hard, and for some killers you need rare add-ons for killers. But Drew, the thing is, blood point generation doesn't necessarily correlate with actually winning, you know what I mean? Like, some of the games that I'll get my most blood points versus my least blood points, I'll either, like, I'll 4K, and I'll get, like, a very small amount of blood points because I did it too quickly. Or other games, I 8-hook everybody and everybody gets out, but I get a ton of blood points because I did a bunch of stuff throughout the match, you know what I mean? Double tap. Hell yeah, deliverance gaming. We love that. I really thought that was Steve up there for some reason. Rest in peace, Steve. That's a oh my god, you're here too, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go be a brave little toaster. Just need to delay the first hit as long as I can. I was really hoping you'd like somehow lose track of me. Object permanence. Oh. GG's. Hello there, local. What did I miss? Staple was on stream yesterday. I heard. And I heard you all missed her, so I decided to try to bring her energy back, even though it's not quite perfect. Oh, happy Friday. Ugh. I think I'm gonna need to get my contacts out. Oh, I'm... Actually, the fact that I'm already complaining about them, maybe I just have to suck it up, Buttercup, and switch over to my glasses now and just stop complaining. That might be the play. Maybe I should do background player bond again. I'm gonna try it. Like, yeah, I don't have an exhaustion perk, but I have a flashlight. Guys, I'm sorry, I kind of lost the thread of what y'all were talking about. Like, I know that it's still about, blood point gen on Killer vs. Survivor, but also blood web spending on Killer vs. Survivor. But I just want you to know that I've kind of lost the details, so... Sorry. Played one game and Spirit got absolutely cooked and parted away from her. Spirit is definitely a killer with the... Let's put it this way. Spirit is a lot of what Chucky isn't. Which I'm specifically referring to. Chucky is relatively easy to learn and very strong once you've learned him. Whereas Spirit's details are a lot more tricky and take a lot of time and effort. Kind of like a huntress sort of character. Where she requires a lot more effort and time spent in order to reach her full capacity. But once you get there, you are as strong as a Chucky player, sort of thing. Or at least close, you know, assuming she isn't bugged at the time. Oh, she used to be a lot more brutal, though, back before she got her much-needed nerf. Directional phasing. Or, you know, any indication that they're phasing at all. Though I can't lie, standstill tech does still occasionally get me. Just because I'm like, I think I'm worried that she started. Also, corrupt intervention. I'm running into the area that he's already trapped, but, like, I don't really have any other options at this point. He gets me this time. I might be far enough from basement if it's in shack, but he also, if it is shack, then I might be in trouble. Okay, he's hooking me. Hey. Also, guys, after this match, I am just gonna take out my contacts and throw on my glasses. So, I think it's gonna give me a headache if I don't. Oh yeah, Drew, if you don't play with headphones, then Spirit is probably not the killer for you. She thrives if you have a decent set of headphones. Not the angle I wanted or needed. You got it, Cheryl. He definitely saw me, right? Or at least my scratch marks. Uh-oh. Maybe DS? Hopefully DS. Oh, enjoy your food, beetles. Yeah, see, Clutch, the reason that I generally say that it's easier to get blood point, like high blood point gen on killer versus survivor is kind of that last point that you made of you can choose how to direct the game. Like, you can choose... How is that not an angle? You can choose, like, to direct, like, focus on kicking a bunch of stuff if you're low on, like, brutality or whatever the category is. You could go break a bunch of walls. If you're winning a ton... I want to wait for him to go away. I don't know if I get save or... I can get a quick heal, I promise. Or at least quicker, and then you can use the rest of your med kit. It's too bad that the only indication they have is checking whether they know it's a quick heal or not. Oh, but yeah, you can kind of direct it versus survive. You're kind of stuck with dealing with your teammate. Your teammates, if they go for all the saves, then, well, you don't get saved. If, but the thing about Survivor, of course, is you can tell all your teammates, hey guys, bring party streamers. Whereas on Killer, you can't. So that's one big difference as well. Where I say Swift is the best blood point generation, and Killer is the second best, and then solo queue is generally the worst. God, I've been where this guy's been, where you're just trying to prevent a gun from popping, but you can't chase away or somebody else gets on it. I keep.